Ladies and gentlemen, I think now is the time that we begin serious preparations for the incoming cyber attack. This is going to incapacitate our electrical grids. It's going to coincide with a world event that will trigger this so-called cyber attack. It's going to be blamed on the likes of Russia or China, but in fact it's going to be our own governments. The IMF prepared a test run with 10 or 11 countries sometime last year or a year and a half ago, in terms of how they would go about reacting to a global cyber attack. But by concession of Klaus Schwab himself, they're looking to incapacitate the financial system, power grids, hospital services, transportation, so on and so forth. This will be, again, by concession of Klaus Schwab, a much more magnified and a lot deeper of an emotional roller coaster and painful journey than COVID was. This is going to be something that really affects every single person, because no electricity is something that a lot of people are not accustomed to, and that is going to drive a lot of people to anger, and it's going to be uncontrollable anger, because they know full well, I would like to think that most people are aware of the fact that this stuff is manipulation by the elites to sort of usher us into a certain direction. They want to sort of guide the herd in the way of fully digitized and tokenized economies and environments, and that's where we're going. Their strapline is you'll own nothing and you'll be happy, and this is how they're going to do it. They orchestrate a cyber attack, they write off the debt, they deploy the new financial system, credit-based system. Same principle in terms of printing and minting. So they've been minting money at will over the last 100 years, and now they're just going to print money at will, right, without having a max or a total supply. So ultimately the game will be the same. The difference here is, in my opinion, we're going to end up getting taxed on spend. And because blockchain is the way it is, nothing is truly anonymous, everything can be traced, there's nowhere for anyone to hide. So you imagine the scenario, as Klaus Schwab would say, you imagine the frightening scenario where your banks, right, there's a bank run and your banks are frozen, they've seized everyone's assets, called a bank-in, right? And then everyone's crying for their money because they want to be able to live, they want to be able to barter with people, they want to be able to trade for food, because they've not got accessibility to electricity, right? They can't go to the local shops, everything's closed, right? Everyone's suffering. People are going to want to trade with one another for what they have. Yeah? So if one person has rice and another person has bread, they're going to want to trade. I know it sounds far-stretched, but given that I anticipate that the cyber attack will last a month or so, towards the second week, going into the third and the fourth, for sure them type of activities will take place, because of the stress levels, they'll be amplified. But they want the system the new system to come in this manner. If they can incapacitate, and they can, the current banking system, and they will, they're gonna then turn around and say, well, here you go, guys, you want your money on a 1-for-1, download this wallet on your phone. We're going to airdrop you the digital pound, the digital dollar, whatever it may be. We're going to top you up with a little bit extra. We're going to give you extra 5 or 10 grand in your account, and off you go. But they have full control of the merchant spending. So if, for example, I want to donate to a charity, if they don't agree with that form of spend, they'll just block the transaction. It's not going to run the same way our banking system runs now, where we go and we spend and only our bank knows about it, and at the end of the day the bank settles with the Bank of England. It's not going to be that manner, right? It's not going to be anonymous to the central entity. They're going to know everything now. The central entity is going to know everything, and this is the problem, right? When you lose your privacy, you are now subject to their control. You do anything that falls out of line, they're coming for you. And I say we need to prepare for this cyber attack, right? So let's share this far and wide. They deleted my my other TikTok. I'm not very popular or anything, but I had a couple of videos that did reasonably well in terms of similar to this, in the fashion that I was delivering some information. and they've permanently banned me, so I've had to start a new page. But please share this far and wide. I'm not doing it for clout. I genuinely want to offer the information and knowledge that I may have on certain topics to the wider masses, to ensure that we're all on the same page. Love goes out to everyone, and let's hope that we can all move forward into the future safely, because we got some troubling times ahead. Love.